Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborevwori has asked the State Board of Internal Revenue Service to exceed the 95 billion naira target of the expected IGR for the 2023 budget by expanding the state tax net and working for more businesses in the informal sector. The governor gave the advice during the inauguration of the chairman and executive directors of the board in Asaba, the Delta State capital. Ikenna Amechi has more.
From available statistics, Delta State ranked fourth in this year's internally generated revenue for the first quarter.
Of Nigeria.
At this inauguration of members of the State Board of Internal Revenue, Governor Sheriff Oborevwori, who appreciates his achievements, charged them to exceed their targets.
Out of the estimated 95 billion IGR in the 2023 fiscal year, 58.56 billion has been generated as at the end of June. This is more than half the projected revenue. With the current trend, I expect you to exceed the target for the year. We do not necessarily need new taxes to improve our internal revenue generating capacity. What is required is to expand the tax net in such a manner that the informal sector would be adequately covered.
The governor says his administration will account for every money that accrues to it by ensuring that they are well spent on meaningful developmental projects that will positively impact on the living condition of the people. Members of the new board, led by its chairman, are full of appreciation and pledged to accomplish their objective.
I'm aware, very much aware of your desire. I'm aware of your passion, your dream to develop and to advance Delta State. We are also aware as the board the enormous responsibilities that are ahead of us. We work together collectively to make sure that we expand the tax net that you've advised us, with special emphasis on the informal sector. We will still dedicated and hardworking in our duties. Your Excellency, I'm positive that we shall succeed.
The Deputy Governor, Monday Oyeme, served as the chairman of the last board and would want his successor to surpass his achievements that earned him recognition. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News.
Now to security matters. Chief of Army Staff Major General Tarid Lagbaja has launched Operation Hakodin Damisa to tackle insecurity in Plateau State, especially in Mango communities. 300 special troops have been deployed to Mango local government area and ordered by the Army Chief to exercise rules of engagement in restoring total peace in troubled communities. Major General Lagbaja, while addressing the special forces, commended their efforts in restoring normalcy to the crisis and urged them to put in more professional efforts to sustain the relative peace enjoyed for days now in the area. In Zamfara State, troops of Operation Hadarin Daji have killed 4 bandits while others escaped with gunshot wounds. The bandit camps were also destroyed in 7 villages in Sokoto and Zamfara states by the troops. Authorities of Operation Hadarin Daji say they have intensified clearance operations to bandit enclaves with a view to dislodging the armed terrorists and denying them freedom of action to restore normalcy in the Northwest region. The Commander, Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Hadarin Daji, Major General Godwin Mutkut, commended the troops for their resilience, gallantry, and sustenance of the onslaught against the terrorists. He called on the general public to continue to support the troops with credible information on terrorist activities to ensure safety of lives and property. Also, troops deployed at Forward Operating Base Faru repelled bandit attack on Bagabuzo village in Maradun local government area of Zamfara State. The government is to leverage the agro-industrial value chain by making available critical infrastructure for the development of high-quality products for local consumption and export. The Deputy Governor of the state, Yakubu Garba, declared this at the opening of the Niger National Trade Fair in Mina. Chenemi Bameyi reports.
The state is diversely and richly endowed with great potential for export across multiple sectors, particularly agriculture, livestock and fisheries. The state also boasts of large deposits of mineral resources such as gold, uranium, coal, iron and tin. Over the years, successive governments have made attempts to turn export of agro-commodities into a means of driving economic growth and rural development. Yet, the impact has not been greatly felt in driving economic growth.
For one-stop shop.
The new government, however, said it will not tow the same path, but plans to leverage on agro-industrial value chain to provide critical infrastructure. This is the assurance of the Niger State Governor, represented by his deputy, Yakubu Garba, as he declared open the Niger National Trade Fair.
It is high time we reduce grammar and rhetoric. We want to see business in practical times. Nigeria wants to grow. The time of writing speeches is gone. Let's see it on ground. Please, this is my challenge to you. And again, I want to also challenge our own Chamber of Commerce in Niger State, because I think this arrangement has ongoing for the past 72 hours here. The Permanent Secretary has demonstrated his own commitment to showcase that actually he's investor-friendly and competent to drive this sector. By where is our local government's participants? Where are they? Can you continue on these rhetoric speeches, whereby in practical terms we are doing nothing? I want you to reform that ministry.
With a robust framework of industrialization and repositioning Niger State economy, it means that the ministry and the chambers, as well as the relevant private sector operators in the state, have a lot of work to do.
The Niger State government recognizes the private sector as a partner and an engine for economic growth. However, a strong private sector may not be realized without the use of modern market tools and more favorable trade and investment policies.
Trade fairs support innovations, and it is a notable promotional activity that opens opportunity for networking with business partners. It is expected that this fair will open up new market opportunities for investors. Chenemibami, TVC News, Mina.